Hey, welcome back to the shop. I got my rubber gloves on today. We're gonna try some India ink, which I have messed up before, so we might do that again. But I'm making a cigar ashtray, and I guess the turning part is done, but I don't want it to I mean, if you're turning, you should know how to do this. But essentially, if you want to make a cigar ashtray, these are some inserts that I got from Amazon, and you can get them flat. In this case, they have a profile, which means I have to match the inside to this. However, I like this ones because they're like 1/8 of an inch thick compared to the thin ones. But if you want it to be easier, you can get this. These are called sauce bowls, I guess, and they come in different sizes. I got 3 1/4 because that way my faceplate is 3-inch, so I can still grab the piece with the faceplate, and it doesn't interfere like the screw holes don't interfere with what I'm doing. So that's that part. I'm not gonna put a link to this because this is the one I use specifically, but there are like a million different shapes and sizes, and I actually eyeballed the thing. I wound up putting marker here and stopping and putting pressure to mark where I needed to be. Subsequently, then, I woke up and used this stupid thing here and created this shape. So, because I bought a bunch of this, I bought like 10 of them to make several. So the ashtray itself, so we're gonna leave this here because it was this square blank, and I use a 3/4 Frostner bit. I put 4 holes down the middle, and I split it in half in the bandsaw. In my case, this was very painful to do because I did a recess to hold the thing, and if you can see, so this have to sit below your cut, and by the time I put that, I have like about 1/4 of an inch or less left. So my recess is literally probably like 1/16 of an inch. I don't even know how this thing is holding, but it is. And so that's that part. So I was gonna make one. I originally had all my marks to make one, but then I thought, that you make the hole, I don't know. I think this was better, even though I have barely enough wood. I get 2 of them and instead of 1, and I get to use half the hole. So to sand this, I just literally use one of my 5/8 bolts and rub a piece of sandpaper and just went at it. It was pretty easy. So anyways, now we're gonna make this black. So I'm gonna put black all over, which I guess is gonna go on my chuck too. I don't care about the inside because I'm thinking if I get a good finish, I'm gonna glue that thing. I mean, you can leave it so you can take it out and people can clean it, and because it's an ashtray, it's gonna be finished with lacquer, which is gonna seal the whole thing. So subsequently, if I glue that metal piece in, and so you'll be able to wash the whole thing if you wanted to. So these are some espresso cups. I'm not sure I'm prepared to do this because I've never done it before. I don't know what the steps. I'm just going to do black, and then I'm going to sand the whole thing, which will not sand this part as I go by, because I want this ones to stay black, and then we'll go from there and see how I mess it up. Alright, we're gonna let that dry and then give it a sanding. Alright, let's ruin some sanding discs. Yeah, me and gloves. Alright, we're gonna let that dry. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that, and I'm gonna finish the bottom. For the bottom, I'm just gonna use this chalk, which means technically you can just jam it in there and open it, but for the sake of keeping as true as possible, since I have this adapter, I'm gonna try to get it right. Alright, that looks good. I'm just gonna round off this thing here and give it a bit of a sanding, and we should be good if I don't mess it up. Thinking about making a bit of a V circle to put my signature. Here I had put some blue on it and I did not like what happened, so I decided I was gonna sand the whole thing and peel everything back again and see what was left, and I'll take it from there. That's the beauty of using ink, that at the end of the day, if you mess it up, you can always sand most of it. I mean, you're gonna wind up with some remnants, but you can clean it up and try something different again. Well, let's try yellow. Okay, now we might be getting somewhere. Yeah. What do you know? I became an artist by mistake. Well, I keep making boo-boos and having to fix it. But by the time I make, 50 or 60 ashtrays, I'll get the hang of it. So basically I'm going to put a coat of yellow on the whole thing, and not to make the video so long, I'm not going to sand it anymore or nothing. I'm just going to put that coat uniform and let that dry and shellac it, and I'll show it to you once it's done. Well, there's my finished product after 6 coats of lacquer in each side. Here's the bottom. This one turned out really nice. So this, I believe, goes to my friend Jamie, and that's it. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you don't subscribe to my channel. Go find something else to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.